Hey loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Tamara. If it is your first time coming across any of my videos, you're most definitely welcome. Thank you for clicking, thank you for coming back. If you're an old subscriber, thank you for always supporting me. If you're a new subscriber, welcome to the Tammy family. So today's video is going to be what to expect as a first year student going for your first clinicals. So I'm going to share my experience, my first clinicals experience, what you should do, the do's and don'ts and all that good stuff. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let's get started. Okay, so when you go to school, when I went to school in 2016, so when we went to school, like we had internal clinicals and vacation clinicals. So the internal clinicals, you're supposed to do it in school while you're in school, but you do like 3 weeks clinicals at the hospital that your school is affiliated to. But most of the times the hospital is small, so all of us can't do our clinicals there, so they give us 3 weeks to go home and go and do it at any facility we want. So during our time, we weren't able to do that because it got cancelled. They said people were not doing it, people were not going, they forged signatures, and I mean, students. So our first clinicals was our vacation clinicals. That was like 3 months or 2.5 months. Yes. So the whole process started in school. You choose the hospital you want to go to. Because we were in Accra, I was in Accra. I wanted to choose any facility, and people were saying, don't go to big hospitals. They'll send you. Don't do this. Don't do that. If you are a first year student, if you are going to start nursing school in January or February, you need to watch this video because it's going to be very helpful. Hey, don't go to her. Kolebu was closer to me, to be honest, so I chose Kolebu. So they gave us our letter when school vacated to take to the facility. I'm so glad I chose Kolebu because my colleagues that chose public polyclinics, that's my polyclinic, OSHA, and all other hospital facilities apart from 37, you all have to go through regional office, and it's a stressful experience. So when you go, you take your letter to, we didn't know we were supposed to take the letter to regional office. That's those who didn't choose Kolebu. Kolebu is autonomous, so they are not under anyone. So you just present your letter, you start work immediately or the next day. But those who chose polyclinics and other hospitals that is in Accra, you all have, so if you chose Lekma, you have to come to the main regional office to come and get a letter of introduction to the hospital before you can start your clinicals, which is a whole stressful situation. Those in Ashanti, Central, they don't have that stress. Accra is stressful. So yeah, that's how my experience started. So for those of us who went to Kolebu, I think we were 3 or 4. They were my classmates, but because we were in first year, we weren't close friends and all that. So we went to Kolebu, went to the administration, we passed through the whole process. We went to in-service. They taught us basic things. You had to know vitals, history of Kolebu, all the yigidi yagdi, a whole history class. So when you are done, you go for orientation. They take you around, but Kolebu is too big for that, so they didn't. So they gave us our schedule. Oh my god, I don't think I'll find any of it here. I'd have pinned it down here, but I don't think I can find it. So they gave you your schedule. So if you are spending a week in a particular ward, it's specified there. They will check for your checklist. evaluation, that's how we call it, evaluation. They'll print one for you, and normally when you're coming for the clinicals, you have objective. So if you're a first year student, you are there to practice your bed making, your vitals, I don't think drug administration, like you'll be observing things a lot when you're in first year. Bed bath, basic nursing stuff that you are taught in school. So when you're so okay, let me not rush into things. So we're giving the place. I think I went to surgical. So when you get to the surgical department, they also do another orientation. That's the hospital. They do another orientation, then they give you the wards you are going to go to. Since you already know your schedule, you know that abia from 1st to 15th you'll be in this ward. The next date you already know everything, so you know where you are supposed to be at a particular time. So when you get to the ward, you're a first year student. So I have a full band. I'm done with school, that's why I have a full band. But when you're a first year student, you have one tiny band. I'll insert a picture here. When you're in second year 2, third year 3. So when you're in first year, you're at the bottom of the rank. You don't know anything. Tabula rasa. So it's that clinicals is where you're coming to practice what you've been taught in school and all that. So please, when you go to your first clinicals, open your eyes and be very, very observant. A lot of things you do in first year normally comes in your exams. My licensing exams, the things I did in first year, serving of bedpan, last offices. These are things I did in first year, and if I didn't go to a big hospital, I wouldn't have had that experience. Honestly, I didn't write what was in my book because I can't do chewing, but I wasn't even expecting that. But because I've observed it, I was able to give account of in my own English, and when they are marking, they'll know that the girl know what she's talking about. So I hope this will be long. If you guys, when it's long, watch my videos. I don't like that. So you go to the ward, you learn your vitals, you check vitals, you serve bedpan, and I think when you're in first year, you should do it with joy. Don't run away. It's you are building your own skills. So I beg you people, when you go, humble yourself. Don't go and be pompous. Say, me you and I'm that above. Nobody will like you. And when you go and you like, I'm gonna say, when they are doing something, you'll be sitting down. Nobody will call you. That means you're not ready to learn. When you see that they are doing something, you just go and stand there, observe. Those kind of things. These are things that will help you. The more you see, when you see them, and you are taught in school, you have a more in-depth knowledge, like you've seen it physically. So when you are learning it, it's kind of easy for you to learn. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So yes, so after that you go to another ward, like that. When you are leaving each ward, you sign your evaluation, and they'll rank like how your performance, if you're a good student, if you're a lazy girl, you don't come early, punctuality, your dressing, and all that is also part of the criteria for the evaluation. So when you are done, let's say you are doing 2 months, you will be shifting from ward to ward, and from ward to ward, and each ward has a different thing they offer. Each ward has different conditions. You have to write the condition. If you think you don't understand, you ask. If the person tell you and you don't understand, you read about it. You might not need it in first year, but when you go to second year, it will be very important for you. It will be very useful for you. So yes, so when you are done with the whole thing, the whole experience, the whole clinicals, they'll give you a letter to send to your headmaster, and compile all your evaluation and put them in an envelope, and then you are done with the first clinicals. But one thing our advice is, sometimes when we are in school and they teach us the basic nursing stuff, checking of vitals, bedpan, it's quite different from the hospital setting. So when you come do what you are taught. And if somebody say, oh, don't do it like that, you do it as they've asked you to do it. Sometimes nursing is changing all the time, so they might not know that what they were taught during their time is not what you are being taught. So don't go and do challenging somebody that this is what I've been taught. Please don't go and challenge anybody. Just do as they've taught you. And if the person say no, do it this way, you do it that way, unless maybe it's going to lead you into trouble, because these days people are suing. So if something happened on the shift and you're part, they don't care if you're a first year student, you'll be part, you'll be questioned. So I'm begging you, be mindful, open your ears, open your eyes. And yes, I hope this video was entertaining, it was educative. Thank you for watching till the end. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click the post notification bell to be notified anytime I post a new video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.